Today we're going to highlight our top 3 favorite builders in the area, and we're even going to throw in a bonus at the end, so you're not going to want to miss it. Stick around to the end. Let's get into it. Hi everyone, I'm Amber Moore.
And I'm Bret Wallace.
And we're
your Houston Local Guide.
Okay, so before we get into it, don't forget, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell. We do release a new video every single week. And while you're down below, don't forget to get our email address and our phone number. Don't hesitate to reach out to us anytime. Okay, so Bret, let's get into it. Our top 3.
Yes, and let's go back to the teaser. When you said stick around, I could not help but think about Commando and Schwarzenegger threw that knife. Just stick around. I pray to God our wonderful editor can
stick around.
But if not, you nailed it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Except no knife on set. Okay.
Yeah, no knives, just guns. This is Texas.
Texas.
Anyway, let's get back to the video, actually. So our 3 favorite builders, we are going to go in no particular order, but maybe particular, I don't know. But let's start with Highland Homes.
Yes.
There's just, this video is not, we can't go that long. There's just too many nice things to say about Highland Homes, the corporate culture, the design element that Jean Ann brings to the table, and the people. I have to say people.
Yes.
When it comes to Highland, it's about relationships. We are, how many, sales counselors and sales managers and office, people like throughout the city are we friends with?
Yeah, if you go through our list of contacts on our phone, it would just be scrolling at this point, I think.
Yeah, and they're all wonderful people. I think they must do disc assessment or something. Like, they don't let anybody just
work for Highland.
Yeah, and it's employee owned, right?
Yes.
So everybody has a piece of the company. So it really shows. So with Highland, like I said, the design, the on-trend, the bold things that they do.
Because their design follows fashion, and that's a very unique perspective from a builder. So that's why when you go into some of their model homes, you're like, wow, they really went for it, and they succeeded. They executed well. And we've shot many floor plans of Highland Homes.
Probably the most, yeah. And there's a reason.
Exactly. So we might even link a few. We can put some links below. But even if you search Highland Homes after this, you're going to want to watch this whole video, of course. But you can search Highland Homes on our channel specifically and see their extensive lineup, because they have great products ranging from a smaller lot section like the townhomes in Bridgeland.
The City Series townhomes.
Off the chart.
Yeah.
Amazing. And then let's not forget, right, they build some behemoth homes, and then they even have Huntington, which is their higher end home. They only sell those in certain communities like Wood Forest, which we've highlighted here on this channel, but never disappoints.
Yeah, absolutely. So Highland Homes is a family owned builder. Jean Ann and her brother founded in 1985. So we're rapidly approaching the 40-year mark, and they only build in Texas.
I love that.
There is going to be another builder we talk about that's very similar. Yeah. But yes, Texas is where Highland Homes, that's the only place they build. And they are every inch of the Texas farmhouse, beautiful, kind of modern. It's just an exquisite product, and even better people. I'm telling you this, when people say, hey, we're going to meet with this Highland counselor,
like,
most of the time we're like, we'll be, we always try to be on site with our clients at any meeting, whether it's just an introductory walkthrough, all the way down to a closing, right? We always try to be at every appointment. When it comes to Highland, if somebody says, hey, we're going to visit the Highland rep, it's like, we'll still make the appointment. But if we're double booked or something, it's like the Highland people will take care of you, or, there'll be blowback if not. It just never happens. That's how they give the power to the actual people, the sales counselors, to make things right. Because when you're building a home for 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, we just had a problem. We just had a mortar mix up, right, with cream and white, and there was an upcharge, and the counselor said, nope, we'll take care of this at no additional charge for the confusion. It was totally not intentional, and it was totally, it was genuinely, nothing.
It was an innocent mistake, but they stepped up and they took care of it. And that really means a lot to us and our clients.
And I don't even think that went past the sales desk. Like, they didn't even have to get permission. What I'm getting at is, like,
they're empowered.
Yes,
and they make the right decision every time. All of our clients that have bought and purchased a Highland home are exceedingly happy.
Yeah, and that's why they're building, 2,600 homes a year in Texas. Yeah. So, Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, Houston are probably their 4 biggest markets. I know they're breaking ground in New Braunfels
Wow.
Joe's heading up that effort there. So they're really going to knock it out of the park in New Braunfels in that area. That's a hot market.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So without further ado, you want to go to our next favorite home builder?
Numero dos is Perry Homes.
Perry Homes.
Yes. So we've helped quite a few clients build Perry Homes, I would say, over the years. And the same thing. Again, like you said, you build, you're going to expect for things to pop up here and there. It's the nature of the build process. It's intense. The devil's in the details. Things happen. But consistently, Perry Homes steps up. They do the right thing. They always come through for our clients.
Yeah, so again, Texas only and family owned. And it's been 55 years, maybe 56 years, but over 55 years of building homes in Texas. So when you get a Perry home, it's withstood the test of time. You know they're not some fly-by-night company. They're they're the quintessential Texas family-owned builder, and they're even sponsors of the Houston Astros. We're going to win tonight, by the way. But yeah, so they're the big boys. Perry is they in my opinion, the windows, like the wall windows in the back of the house, like they're 1-stories. They build great 2-stories, but their 1-stories are immaculate. I'm really a fan of those.
Yeah, and the craftsmanship and just the quality is exceptional, and they have quite an extensive checklist that they go through, and that's what they really pride themselves in. Yeah. It's like some builders might do this amount and this here. They're like, we put it all together and we make sure that we're hitting the mark consistently. And also, let's talk about their warranty program.
Yeah, they're if not they might be one of the only ones that still do a 2-year bumper to bumper builder craftsmanship warranty.
Instead of the standard 1.
Yes, correct. So typically it's 1, 2, 10.
Right.
But Perry does 2 years bumper to bumper. And also something else they do is they don't do a third party 10-year warranty, like the structural warranty, right? They don't outsource that. It is serviced by Perry Homes. So long time ago, I don't even know if you knew about this client. They built a home in Old Orchard off 1464 in Richmond, and they started having moisture in their wall, and it was literally a 12-year-old Perry home. They sent, at the newest construction community was Harvest Green at the time, I think, and they sent somebody from their construction crew to Old Orchard, which is like 4 or 5 miles. So they'll find the closest assets they have as far as new construction communities, and they'll pull somebody off. They pulled the mirror off, and I guess when my client pulled the mirror off, there was a nail that had gone through and hit the PEX plumbing, but it served as kind of like a finger in the dam. So it was, but when they moved the mirror, that's where the water started coming from, and they took out the sheetrock, redid it, everything, and that was past warranty, but they're like, no, this was done when we built it.
That's impressive, and I have a quick story too. So I actually had a client
Please
that
be quick.
purchased.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right. I had a client that purchased a Perry home. Within a week, something had happened. It was probably 5, 6, 7. I don't even remember. It wasn't that old, but there was a storm that came through and they found water inside the closet. And basically it wasn't even something that really would have been warrantable. And my client literally had just purchased this home. We had done all the inspections and done everything properly, but Perry goes, nope, we stand behind our product. We're going to come in. They took care of everything and they didn't have to file a claim. So bottom line is they stand behind their product, and we really appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Perry Homes, you can't go wrong. I believe in it so much. I live in a Perry home.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I thought I did for a while, then
I thought you did too, and I sold you your first home. Yeah, I was like,
it shows you what kind of realtor he is.
Clip it. Let's move on to
number 3.
Number 3,
okay.
Numero tres.
You nailed your Spanish today, Bret. Very good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
None other than Beazer Homes, and they're making this list for a lot of reasons. But I've actually sold probably more Beazer personally than any other, and it really just comes down to the value that they offer for the square footage and all the other things that they add in their homes. They're one of a few set of builders that does the spray foam insulation throughout the attic. So they're known as the company that you can put a chocolate bunny inside your attic and leave it there year round.
Are they still doing that?
That's what I'm going with. And I actually bought my client a chocolate bunny at Easter when we closed. I should have bought 2, one for the attic, one to eat. But in any case, the point is it won't melt. Their homes are super energy efficient, and they build in really great communities. And they actually also have the farmhouse style too, I would say, that's really popular and on trend.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of darker paint colors up front with the brighter exterior, like with the brick or the stone with the dark trim.
Yeah.
Really pops and looks nice.
They nail it on design.
Yeah, their Duet product is phenomenal as well, and I know you've sold some of those.
Yes, and we've highlighted some of those floor plans on this channel. And so for all of those that don't know what a Duet product is, think They don't call it a duplex, but for the lack of a better way to explain it, there is a shared wall. You have a floor plan on one side, always unique one on the other, but it's a shared wall, and it's a really great concept. It's more of the lock and leave type of lifestyle we love promoting on this channel because that's a lot of what our clients want, but it usually includes front yard, backyard maintenance. It's like your HOA might be a little higher, but you get so much for it. It's phenomenal. We've actually sold some to some people that found us on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, and when you go to that shared wall experience, can you tell it like the construction, and don't they show you kind of like what goes into that wall that you're sharing?
Yeah, I don't even remember all the layers, but inside each duet model home, it's like cement. Basically they'll make, go next door, crank up the music. You can't hear it, right? So if you were living next door to Bret, for example, because I was at his house the other day, and you wouldn't be able to hear him. That's saying something.
Yeah, you would.
So yeah, we just love Beazer, and the management, the construction people, they always come through. If there's ever an issue, they take care of it immediately. Customer first.
Yeah, the Beazer construction managers have been very helpful, and one of our favorite salespeople of all time in the city works for Beazer.
Yes, thank you, Tiffany. We love you.
Yeah, so that always helps. Again, it does come down to relationships, but also things happen from the top down.
Right.
And at these three companies, I feel that it is the corporate culture and the corporate mindset that empowers their people to do the right thing. Going back even to Perry, it's funny, like I can always tell a Highland salesperson, you know, if I had 5 salespeople and they said one's a Highland, I could probably guess them. Same thing with the Perry construction guys. They're like churned out of the DPS. Like if you ever have had the pleasure of talking to a state trooper, you don't mess around with state troopers in Texas. It's like they send them off to some school, break them down, and then create them all in like one image. They're like they're machines. The Perry construction guys are like I could pick the Perry guy out of the lineup. Even so, whenever we have they do multi-phase. You know, this construction manager is the first and this does the second.
Right.
So it's the process. And again, the same thing with Beazer. Their people are very, very helpful to our clients. We trust them. And it's a top-down thing from the organization that you know, they empower their people to do things, and it shows. And that's why those are our 3 favorite. Now, Amber, you did mention a teaser at the beginning. You did mention a bonus.
I have to make this exciting, Bret. You know, that's what
oh, wow. Shots fired.
So yes, we want to highlight a bonus. I would call it a boutique builder, right? So the builders that we just mentioned are huge, larger than life, been around, large volume. We sell a lot of them. Most people know Highland, Perry, and Beazer, right? Especially if you've been watching our channel. And if you don't know them, you haven't been watching our channel. So anyway, I won't come after you right now. But anyway, we have a newfound relationship with DKZ Properties. Derek Zerker is the owner, and he is just a phenomenal person. We love him dearly. We now have some of his listings under our belt. The quality of his product is over the top amazing. So while you may not see him all over Houston, he is building in some exceptional places. Oh,
that's bothering me. Hey, I got to fix somebody's hair because I don't get to
fix this before we went live on set. Anyway, amateur over here.
Much.
In any case, so the latest project is in Spring Branch, which living in the city is still very much a thing, and so many people are really wanting that lifestyle and not wanting the commute. And we also have highlighted a couple, or at least one floor plan on this channel, and every single person that goes and tours goes, I cannot believe the price point, what you get in the home.
Yeah, and the attention to detail, like literally Derek is there all the time. Like I was like, Derek, go home. He's always overseeing installation. He's doing a lot of the stuff himself. He's just a perfectionist, and it really shows. And he takes so much pride in his work. We've even sent our brokers over there, and they were blown away as well.
Yeah, exactly. And what I love, and it's very sweet, even after residents move in, he's usually around, and so he's like on their like speed dial. And if they need anything, he's there to fix. I mean, and that really says a lot to us. How are people going to treat our clients? It's very important to us.
Yeah, because Amber actually made the connection with Derek from one of your clients was the buyer, and he was obviously on the other side of it as the seller. And that's kind of how the relationship was forged. And I believe, didn't you have a housewarming party recently?
And he attended with all of us. It was really sweet. So he has just a knack for just creating amazing communities in a really great space where people can come together and just have a wonderful time and appreciate a great quality home, you know, to live in. And even the other resident, Connor, we featured on our channel, he had nothing but amazing things to say.
He's an amazing speaker. I'm like, can you take my spot on this channel?
Yes,
like,
please.
He was like, man, I'm just getting killed today. Yeah, no,
I love it.
Connor, that was an awesome review because most people are like scared to death of the camera. And
Yes.
Connor's like, no, I do this. Let's go. And
Yes.
I was like, yeah.
So we had to add Derek to this list. DKZ Properties. We can't say enough good things. So we would love to hear your comments about these builders, any other builders, anyone else you would like us to cover. We're happy to give you our thoughts and input. And if you're interested, and I would say buying an inventory home, building a home from scratch, we do this all day, every day for clients. We would love to talk with you about these builders and floor plans that they offer and all the communities that they build in around the Houston area.
Every day. That's all we do.
Yeah, 24/7.
I was going to interrupt you, but I've been giving it to you pretty hard as well. You probably slam me back. Okay, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and we will see you next week.
Yep.
Later.
See you next week. Bye.